at the start here in the finals. This is the Woonsocket Rockets in orange versus Team Extreme in black. Team Extreme has been first place in this regatta since about the beginning. This is the second race for them in the finals. They just came off of a big win over Silver Panda. Off the starting line, Team Extreme is controlling. They've got, looks like 3 pairs, at least 2. This pair here on the left may be won by the Rockets. Let's see, this is Thomas Barrows in number 2 black, and he's got a duck, Nick Ewenson. The other 2 pairs locked up by Team Extreme on the right side of the course. Now over on the right side, it looks like boat 4 in the middle for the Rockets has gotten a piece of Zach Brown for Team Extreme. This is going to be closer than it initially appeared as we approach the windward mark. Zach Brown pulling ahead now, but you can see he's got a boat on his hip, boat 5 for the Rockets. Ooh, getting picked off there by Barrows, who has buoy room. And Team Extreme converts to the 1-2. Oh, boat 5, Nick Ewenson, just locked to windward, and it's a 1-2-3 around the top mark for Team Extreme. Downwind, the Rockets' Taylor Canfield moving on the outside, trying to break up that 1-2-3. He just said clear ahead. He thinks he's clear ahead of boat 1, Stu McNay. McNay jibes to starboard, Canfield ducking, mixing it up in the middle. He doesn't want to waste time messing with the 3rd place boat though. His eyes are on the 1-2. The Rockets need to break that up if they want to get back in before the final leg. On the reach, still a 1-2 for Team Extreme, but they've got the 3rd place boat back in the 6th. Thomas Barrows and Marla Menninger in 2nd place, just powering away on this reach. Team Extreme 1-2 at the finish. Woonsocket Rockets finish 3, 4, and 5. Out here on an umpire boat in the final round, we've got the Rhode Island Pistols in yellow sails and Silver Panda in red. Silver Panda off the line, winning 2 pairs at least. Looks like just 2 pairs. The Rhode Island Pistols have the far pair on the left. Ben Greenfield for the Pistols trying to make a move, swooping down onto Colin Merrick from Silver Panda, trying to put him in last place. Meanwhile, his teammate for the Pistols coming up and over the top, that's Mark Deneen. Excuse me, that's Ben Spiller. Ben Spiller coming up over the top. It looks like he's in the 1. So both teams in a race for execution here. We've got 2 Panda boats and a Pistol on the left. Over on the other side, 2 Pistols sandwiching a Panda. Whichever boat, whichever pair can make that pass back happen faster is going to come out ahead. And now you can see that Silver Panda skipper Trevor Moore has given up on this pass back. He's going to try to check back in on the other side. Bringing it back to the middle now. Spiller still in the lead. But it looks like a 2nd Pistol boat has the starboard advantage here. Yes, Ben Greenfield, boat 7 for the Pistols, is 2, and so it's a 1-2 for yellow, approaching the top mark. Silver Panda, former world champions, now trailing in this race. In the back, Greenfield trying to add a little bit of insurance, keeping Merrick away from the action so that even if something happens up front, they've got a card to play. Approaching the mark, the pressure is on Pistols. Silver Panda breaking up that 1-2. But Spiller first to the mark with a chance to get it re-established. Trevor Moore playing back nicely. That's Mark Deneen for the Pistols in boat 7. And he has lost the 2. In fact, he is back in the 5 now. And so Silver Panda very quickly in one leg moves from a 3-4-5, excuse me, a 3-4-6 up into a 2-3-5 and now pushing for the 2-3-4. Greenfield may have saved it for the Pistols by getting inside at the mark. Oh, the Panda getting tangled up with themselves. And spinning. So around mark 4, we've got a couple of protests here. As it stands now, it looks like the Pistols rounded 1-3-6. That might have been contact over there. I think we're going to have another protest with the top 2 boats. Green flag from that protest. We sail on, and now we're back to looking at pairs here. We've got Spiller for the Pistols in the middle, winning his pair. On the left, it's unclear, but it looks like Deneen might still have control for the Pistols there as well. And over here on the right, Pete Levesque for Silver Panda, winning his pair. Greenfield taking a wing out to the right side. Bringing it back to the middle now, and Greenfield almost was able to get in front of Levesque, but no. He decides to lee bow instead, trying to keep control and the starboard advantage as they come back. Big dial down here. Two protests here. Silver Panda still trailing, looking for a play here as we reach. That's a green flag from the umpire behind me. So Silver Panda now trying to make this pass back happen quickly. They're thinking play 2 all the way. Attacking duel on the left side here as Greenfield tries to wiggle free. Over on the other side, doesn't matter, the Pistols have done it, 1-2, and Silver Panda takes a loss to the Rhode Island Pistols in a hard-fought battle here in the finals. That'll count for 2 points in this round robin. Just off the starting line here, Team Extreme, who it seems like by the online standings, which are unofficial, it seems like they may have already clinched this regatta, but I'm not sure they know that, and I don't think they want to count on unofficial standings. So here they are in pink against Rhode Island Rockets in blue. At the moment, the Rockets looking pretty good. They're winning the pair on the right. You just saw in the middle, they're losing their pair as the blue boat takes the stern of the pink boat. And then over on the left, in the sunshine, the blue boat also controlling that pair. Approaching the windward mark, that's Zach Brown for Team Extreme. Tacking to cover his opponent, Ben Greenfield, in blue. Those guys are the middle pair, the lead pair. Ben Spiller rounding the mark now. And Stu McNay in second. So it's approaching the windward mark here. It's a 2-3-6 for Team Extreme, a 1-4-5 for Rhode Island Rockets. So the Rockets trying to push forward here. They want to keep a big gap between their 4th and 5th place boats. And as you can see by the luffing jibs, Team Extreme trying to slow this race down and compress it so they can help their teammate get out of last place. Some people call that move the legler, pulling over the boom beyond the center line of the boat to slow down and maximize the blanketing effect to their opponent. In the back, Team Extreme starting to make some gains. That's Thomas Barrows and Marla Menninger to leeward, and they're going to have mark room. So it's Extreme on the attack now. Pistols going around the outside, and they maintain that 1-4-5. So Greenfield in the 5. Barrows on his own in the back, trying to get out of the 6. Looks like Team Extreme might be thinking about playing forward here. If they can roll over top of that lead boat, Ben Spiller, and get inside at the mark, they might be able to think play 1. Or they can always bail out and play back. I think Zach Brown is keeping his options open at the moment, going as fast as he can right now to the mark. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it though. The wind getting much lighter. It was very breezy the last 2 races, and now late in the day on Sunday, becoming light. Spiller is first to the zone. He wants to keep this one. And he does so easily. In the back, Greenfield trying to hold on to that 5th place. Barrows narrowly misses crossing astern. So let's see, does Team Extreme have a play here? No, forced around the mark, maintaining that 2-3-6. Rockets still in a 1-4-5, continue to control this race. Excuse me, the Pistols. A lot of weaponry in the names this year. Can get confusing. Pistols pushing forward here. They want to get this race over with and finish with their winning combination. Extreme double teams boat 22. Sails luffing, going as slow as possible. Mark Deneen in boat 22 blue, looking for an escape. At some point he's going to want to try to tack out here. But over on the other side, Ben Greenfield still in command, but that pair has now gotten ahead. This is going to be an opportunity for Team Extreme. They're getting these pairs imbalanced, but look at this. The Pistols may have a chance at a play 1 as that pair on the left gets so far ahead. That's Ben Greenfield, has now moved into the lead. So the Pistols still controlling 2 pairs. They've just changed it up. Greenfield comes all the way across and over the top. He's in the 1. Spiller now in the 2. Zach Brown in boat 21, going all the way to the left side, off on his own. He's hoping that he's going to get a little lefty and get back in it. At this point, he's not going to get help from his teammates as they're losing their pairs. Barrows works it up the middle. And Brown has done it. He gets the lift he was looking for, tacks over into the 1, and he calls it out to let his teammates know he might be able to be useful. So Extreme now winning this pair on the left. They're winning the pair on the right. And the one in the middle looks like it might be up for grabs here. That's Barrows to windward, Spiller to leeward. Spiller was controlling there, but no longer. Looks like it's about dead even. Brown now diving down hard. They know that this left side is fast. They don't want Greenfield to become a factor. As the boats come to the middle, yes, it looks like it's going to be a 1-2 for Extreme here. Greenfield bails out and goes left. Spiller still working it right. And then behind us, out of the picture, we have the final pair. Stu McNay covering the final Pistols boat as added insurance. This ain't over yet. We've got some interesting breeze, big puff coming through on this final part of the race course. You can see the finish line looming on the horizon. And as we cross imbalance, that's what the Pistols need. They're going to tack. Oh, trying to do a quick pass back there, but a big switch. Thomas Barrows to the rescue, and Zach Brown is able to break free. And now all three pairs enter the picture. Deneen still working it up from the 6. But Barrows and Brown now on course to finish 1-2. And a heck of a last beat comeback for Team Extreme. Let's see if Greenfield can cross though. He's that boat on the top right. The finishing order will be, oh, it's tight, but it looks like Barrows may have done it. Not sure, it's not gonna matter though. Even if Greenfield gets it, that's a 2-3-4 for Team Extreme. And a something 5-6 for Rhode Island Pistols. An exciting finish to a great race here in the finals. And Extreme, with that, should definitely be clinching this year's championship. 10 seconds to go here. We got the Woonsocket Rockets in pink. We got the Rhode Island Pistols in blue. Down at the pin end. And all clear as Spiller just manages to win the pin. That's Ben Spiller skippering blue boat, Taylor Canfield skippering the pink boat. However, the teammates in Woonsocket Rockets winning one pair. 19 on the far side, ducking but still controlling. 20 in the middle, about to get picked off. So Nick Ewenson losing his pair in the middle. In fact, the Rockets may be losing all three. No, they've got one boat ahead of one Pistol on the left side. So to summarize, that's the Rhode Island Pistols winning two pairs off the line, the Woonsocket Rockets winning just one, but things are moving very fast here in the middle and can change quickly. Canfield trying to find some clear air between these Pistols and falling further behind. He's now in the 6. Way on the left side of the course, Ben Spiller well ahead of Taylor Canfield. But looking across the course, looks like the first place boat in this race will be a Woonsocket Rocket. And so the Pistols looking at a play 2 approaching this windward mark. Woonsocket Rockets currently 1-4-6. Wow, big maneuver there from Justin Law, dialing down, then tacking and ducking. He's the inside boat. Can he get around the mark? Not without losing all of the Rhode Island Pistols. And so, in fact, it is a 1-5-6 for the Rockets. Justin Law very unhappy with that. And a 2-3-4 for the Rhode Island Pistols. Downwind, here comes Canfield working high on Mark Deneen on the near side. Deneen was not letting up here. Sailing all the way off the course before finally turning back down. Canfield and Deneen continue to fight for last place, but up ahead, bit of action. Looks like the Rockets are pestering that 2-3 from the Pistols. And now playing back, here comes Justin Law once again. Contact as Deneen tries to jibe away, locks rails with Canfield, and we've got a protest waiting for that yellow flag, and there it is, umpire call. Contact, we're gonna see, oh, double contact, we've got more. So here's the first call. The first flag is gonna go in 22. I'm not sure that the Rockets are gonna risk another umpire hail here for that second call. So Deneen in the back, spinning a 720 for that collision with Taylor Canfield. His teammates, Ben Greenfield and Ben Spiller, rounding 2-3. And now the roles are reversed here. It's gonna be the Woonsocket Rockets, 1-4-5, and winning. The Rhode Island Pistols, 2-3-6, and losing at the moment. Everybody luffing here. We've got a pistol locked to windward. And the Rhode Island Pistols forced to round just to hold on to that 2-3. And it looks like that may be in jeopardy as well, as Taylor Canfield sails free to the right side. A little further upwind here, and in fact, Canfield has worked himself into the 2. The Woonsocket Rockets now leading 1-2. So at this point, the Woonsocket Rockets, boat 21, controlling the pair on the left side of the course, looking upwind, but decides to tack and check in. It looks like they're going to switch here. Canfield now controlling the right side. Ewenson controlling the left side, trying to keep these pairs even so they can maintain a 1-2 all the way into the finish. The Pistols trying to get them uneven. We've got a little bit of a wind shift here, and that's just going to help out the leading team. Canfield on the right, Ewenson checking back in on the left. And that should do it. Rockets on course now to finish 1-2 and take the win over the Rhode Island Pistols in the finals.
For the first time in a couple years, we ended up with third place with Silver Panda, past champion. Consider how much work Danny Flesh did. Second place was Larchmont Yacht Club. Danny Flesh.
So all season I've been sailing on the Larchmont Yacht Club team with Cardwell, but Cardwell tore his knee in our one and only team practice, and was no longer able to sail. So Michael swooped in and helped us out, and that's how we came to be.
Our boat was actually getting a little tired. It's been a lot of sailing, so we were kind of just, you know, slugging off races, and we've never really sailed together as a team, so I guess the more races you do, the more comfortable you get as the regatta goes on, and it's really nice sailing conditions out there, really nice breeze, and it's beautiful out. So, I mean, we just sailed as well as we could have, and luckily it worked out for us.
Most of my team is definitely retiring. I think Cardwell is no longer sailing a Vanguard. Danny's looking for anyone to purchase his Vanguard. If there's anyone out there interested, it's for sale. So I think we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any plans yet. We'll see what happens. I know it's in Southern California and FJs, so I don't have any plans.
Okay, so also returning to the podium, being absent for 2 years, New York Yacht Club Team Extreme, Zach Brown, Emmett Smith, Thomas Barrett, Marlon
The last time all 6 of us sailed as a team was the Hinton last year, and we left with a bit of a bitter taste in our mouths, but we were motivated to see if we could pull it together this time, and I'm really proud of everyone on our team. we all stepped up to the plate. Zach, Emmett, Thomas, Marla, Mike.
We had sailed a boat like quite frequently throughout the last like 4 or 5 years, so we were like confident in our boat speed with the Vanguard, but we were a little rusty in the beginning, and the week before we were training was really helpful with our speed and helped us become pretty confident coming into here. So
Larchmont did a great job hosting this event. We're really happy how many members stepped up and lent their boat for the competition. It's an act of trust for sure, given that there are so many close calls out there, but all the competitors were respectful that they were borrowed boats, and we knew that you didn't need to hit to show that you were right.
I think it means a lot because we've been fighting for, we've been fighting since we first won it, and I think kept on fighting for it despite setbacks and distance and people doing, different things. I moved to Chicago, people had Olympic campaigns, but it's still nice to be able to, every year come together and try to, win back the Hinman.